Hey guys, Tara here. Welcome back to another episode of Race Mania here on BeamNG.drive using the Road Atlanta circuit. And up front today is the car that needs to win the Sandstorm. And in second place is the car that needs to whoop its pace, quite honestly, the Covert Rally. And in third we have the Vendetta Corporate Office version. And in fourth the Hopper CJD with 35-inch wheels. And then at the back is the only new car for this round. It is a drag Burnside limo. So I thought one way to counteract the Sandstorm's just seemingly great strength is with brute power. Let's see if this thing actually survives. Because this thing can easily do over 200 miles an hour. And this thing can easily just leave the car take place dead off the start line. Which it has once again. The little code doesn't really go anywhere, but now here comes the, well, everything else really. There's the Vendetta making contact with it now. It shouldn't be too long until the Hopper gets involved, and I chose the Burnside. I did have another car in mind, but I didn't want something that could ramp underneath the Hopper like last time, because I had to give the Hopper a reset. And that's why it only got through the last round, because it ended up beating the Bolide, which was crippled. So far, everything's been fairly tame off the start, actually. Why is everything being so tame? I didn't think I put the gaps that far apart for pretty much nothing to be happening. The Burnside though, it's catching up slowly. It needs to be going a bit faster than this, quite honestly. And oh, there we go. There's something happened. The Hopper got airborne, but it looks like it's going to land it though. But can you control it? Oh no! Here comes the Burnside. Oh, that's contact. But what damage has that done? Is it going to take the Burnside off track with it? Don't tell me they're locked together. No, they're not. That's going to be though into the wall for the Hopper, and that's not going to be good for the wheels. It looks like though there's something that's fell off. It looks like it's going to get away with that though, all things considered. What about the Burnside though? That looks to be fairly okay, all things considered as well. I was very lucky there that both those cars have survived, although the Hopper is now wanting to go in the wrong direction. The rear suspensions have completely collapsed, which I can't say I'm surprised about. But I can say I'm surprised it actually survived that contact in the first place. But now, like last round, it's got a fight on its hand to actually continue. And it's actually in worse condition, because after the reset I gave it last time, it didn't take any damage, it never cut up to anything else. So, yeah, actually there's the Burnside now making even more contact now. That's actually going to send around the, that's going to send around both the Covert and the Vendetta. It's going to barge its way through. And the Covert though, can that get itself turn back around? It is front wheel drive. That's a nice J-turn actually. But is it going to... No, it's not. It's not going at all in the right direction. I need to get this thing turned around fairly quickly, because I know the Hopper's coming and I'm hoping the Vendetta goes in the right direction. Which, the way it's steering, no, it's not. That is the complete wrong direction, and I hope the Hopper's really not coming that quickly. Let's put that now back onto random. Get on board now with the Vendetta. And get that turn around, because here comes the Hopper. Let's get this going again. Yeah, don't stall there. I'll see, that's a power slide. Let's just get off the track. Where's the Hopper? Go by, Hopper. Well, I said go by, not do that, but whatever. That may well have broken the Hopper actually. Why it's just taking itself off the road like that, because with such big wheels, all the force going through them, that may well have just killed it. Oh no, it's just taking itself off of the road. Now then the Vendetta is going to get back past. The Burnside is now caught up to the Sandstorm at least. They're going to fight now for the lead, and it's going to get pushed right out of the way immediately though. Although they may now actually just have combined themselves with each other. Which it looks like that's exactly what they've done. So I'll make sure the Hopper's going in the right direction, which it is. And then let's see if I can get these two cars... No, to get these two cars separated. Just by first of all slamming on the brakes on the Burnside. Let's see if I can get these two separated. There we go, that was fairly simple. Now let's put it now back onto random. And get it going again, because now it's got all that hard work it's done to catch you in the first place. It's got to do it all now again, but it is overheating. Because big drag cars like this, they got so much power in them, they just heat up, well, really, really quickly. Yeah, the Hopper's a bit worse for wears actually from that contact. And I'm thinking I'm going to have to remove that wheel, because it's definitely, if that's going straight, then that really needs to be gone. But with the rear suspension collapsed, I don't know how it's going to fare, honestly. Well, turning... speed is immediately increased. Turning is as you expect. And well, that's going to put a lot of emphasis on the other front wheel actually surviving, honestly. And the burn side is catching up now for round 2. But from that contact, you wouldn't even know that the sandstorm has been hit by anything because it's in perfect condition still. So I'm looking at it, the rear wheels aren't bent or anything. These wheels do detach. The suspension here doesn't break, but it can buckle and bend in random directions, so that could cause issues. I don't know if the Vendetta's going slowly or just because it lost that much time going the wrong way and having that contact with the hopper. I get a feeling the cover though is actually pulling away at this point. The sandstorm though, the spoiler is just about high enough to not catch on these curbs going this way. Well, it's avoiding the curves on here, so if it did go over the curve like that, just enough ground clearance. Now then, the burn side is looking worse for wears. It's catching up though once again. Out of the corner now, the sandstorm can just put the power down. Just like that because it's so light as well, but then it just runs out of top speed eventually. Well, I was thinking, is that a bit of damage or is that how the car's designed? No, I was about to say I see a bit of damage there on the side of it, but that's just the shape of the car. And this thing, I don't know why it's so undamageable, if that's not even a word, that I've just invented it, but I'll have to look past that. Now the sandstorm though, is pulling away at the minute, but I don't think it's going to be that way for very much longer. Although the burn side is actually slowing down, no way. The burn side's given up the ghost. Giving up the ghost and on the second lap as well, and it's going slowly on the racing line. The sandstorm has just been handed a victory. Unless, how far on is the hopper? Okay, the hopper's going to get onto the second lap by the time the anything else gets round to it in that current state. The burn side though, it was a long shot for it. Oh no, here comes the Covet. This is not going to be good for the little Covet. It's going to destroy itself on the back of the burn side. Now then, it's going to push it along. Is it going to push it out of the way? Or is that kick-started the burn side? That may well have just kick-started the burn side. It's actually gaining speed again. Well, it was gaining speed, and okay, the Covet's gained more contact. That's going to get sent right now into the wall. And it's just going to avoid it though with the front wheels, which is actually crucial since the little Covet is actually front wheel drive. Although it's using its own bumper, so that's going to need to go. And I get the feeling it wants to go the other way as well. Let's just put it now on disabled and get it back going again in the correct direct. Okay, the front bumper is also stuck underneath the front wheels, which definitely has to go then. Or at least what I can get off of it. That's destroyed the front lights, but the front lights really don't matter since it's bright daylight. Okay, that's it going at least. Now then, what's the Vendetta though been up to? Okay, so it's pushing the burn side along. If the burn side gets pushed around to the finish, then it'll be through to the next round because it has to cross the finish line. And as it stands, it's going to get there by virtue of the Vendetta pushing it along. Now then, these cars are both, if the burn side actually works still, then they're both faster than the Sandstorm, but the Sandstorm's got such a lead at this point, I don't see anything else coming up to challenge it. The burn side is definitely dead, but the Vendetta is just giving it such a good push, because the burn side is just so heavy, it can't get pushed out of the way, as the hopper is now actually coming up to start the second lap now. But as things stand, it's going to be out, because the burn side is still going. This might be the best survival tactic ever if it actually gets around to the finish in this current state. As the Sandstorm's already making its way through the middle part of the lap now. But honestly, I was hoping that the burn side would do a lot more to the Sandstorm than what it actually did. Since it just got stuck on it, that's honestly quite disappointing, because if it gets through into the next round, then I'm pretty much just expecting that the same thing is going to happen again next time. As the Vendetta is giving the burn side a good push. It's destroyed the front end of it completely. Does that light still work? Yep, that one light there still works. Let's put it back down. So it doesn't really affect anything all too much. The hopper's crawling along slower than what the burn side is being pushed by the Vendetta, with its front wheels now actually off of the ground. That thing's going to have no turning whatsoever. Now we're into the SSO. I don't know how it survived this far pushing it along with its front wheels not actually on the ground. Well, it is now, it just has to back off in the corners. The burn side though, This is one hell of a tactic. I mean, we've seen cars get pushed along before, but they never usually get this far round. But again, because all of the wheels still working, everything on it, it's still got good momentum. It can carry all its wheels still working. The Vendetta is trying like crazy to get past. Because if it gets past, then there's no way it's going to get through. Because I don't see the Covet being able to push it along. So I don't see the Covet being able to take itself along, really. With how crippled it is, and is now smoking away as well. Definitely not as much as the Burnside is smoking. And the Sandstorm is actually far off finishing now at this point. And there's a lot of smoke coming out the back of the Burnside, and the Vendetta though still can't find a way and just pushing its own front bumper really underneath it, so it's going to be getting less and less ground clearance at this point, so that may be coming from the Vendetta once again. It has another look, gets so close, but then again it just can't find the momentum. Okay, that's lifted off the front of it now. That may well be a problem, because if we know the front of it is just like, it just to get dragged around. Has the Sandstorm already crossed the finish line? No, it's coming up to it now. But the Sandstorm, it wins again. What's it going to take to stop this thing? Well, it's going to take something to get. If something can get in front of it, then that is what's going to stop it. As it stops fairly short after it crossed the finish line, assuming it was going at 86 miles an hour. The Burnside, though, is still in second place, still holding on with everything it's got. The Vendetta pushing it with everything it's got, quite literally, with all the front of its car, just being implanted basically into the back of that Burnside. As the Hopper now makes its way into the S section, but I don't really think it's going to matter all too much. But could it catch up to the Covet though? Because it's going faster than the Covet. The Covet might actually end up being out of the next round as things are standing. Now then, the Burnside coming up now around the final corner under pure momentum from the Vendetta behind it. Now it's going to get pushed now once again, going up to the finish line. Surely it's going to make it now. I'll be really disappointed if it doesn't make it now this far. It's made it this far. If it doesn't cross the finish line now, that'll be really just, well, sheer heartbreak really for the Burnside. Now then, coming up to the finish line, it's actually going to make it. It's been shoved for an entire lap, but now it actually crosses the finish line along with the Vendetta. Let's put that on stopping. Let's see if the brakes actually still work, because the brakes I imagine would have cooked as well, given how heavy that car is, because drag car brakes aren't meant for stop-start. They're meant for go really fast and then just stop once. It's actually going to stop fairly good, all things considered, as well. And it's going to be the fight for survival now, with the Corvette out of the S section. That is fairly crunched at the back. And where's the Hopper? It's closing in. It's going twice as fast, is it? Okay, maybe not. Now the Corvette's got some speed now. It's out of the S section. It's still going slower, though, than the Hopper. But I think, though, it's running out of time. Are these cars now connected? No, but the front of it is fairly destroyed, though, on the Vendetta. I don't see the Hopper actually catching up as things are going currently. But the Corvette, though, is taking its sweet time to get round. And again, didn't say anything, but that is not the good smoke coming out the back of it. There's still a chance it could overheat, and with this thing being light, the Hopper, even in its crippled state, could shove it out of the way. Again, the Hopper dragging like that, it's going to have to avoid the curbs, because otherwise that's just going to rip the front of the car off. And it may well be 4-wheel drive, or 3-wheel drive now. But if it can't steer anywhere, or if it hasn't got any front wheels, then there's no way it's going to make it over the finish line. As the Corvette is crawling up the hill, I don't know if it's just going really slow because it's going uphill. But I think the Corvette may well have actually given up the ghost. Come on, Corvette, you're there, you're at the top. But I think that's going to be it for the Corvette. It's smoking away still. It still wants to go. The engine is still functioning. But for how much longer, though? I think the Corvette may well have just died. It hasn't got enough oomph to get up the hill. But now then, the Hopper is going to actually have to come down. It's going to hit it. The Corvette's now going the wrong way down the hill. And now then, here comes the Hopper. And there's going to be quite hefty contact. That's ruptured the fuel tank. But now the two of them are actually connected together, are they? I think they may well. The Corvette's been deposited onto the cars, and the Hopper's taking itself off the track as well now. The Corvette's into the gravel trap. The Hopper is also into the gravel trap. But now then, what damage? Which car can get going first, or can the Corvette even get going at all? Quite honestly. Okay, the Hopper still steers. Can it get itself out? Back over that curb? Yes, it can. Now then, the Corvette, is that genuinely stuck? I'm going to put it on disable. I'm going to give it a chance to get out. I'm going to floor the throttle, even though the front wheels aren't actually doing anything at this point. I think the covet's I think this little covet's dead, because nothing is coming out of the exhaust at this point. Now then, where's the hopper? Not go much further, honestly, and is okay. That is a lot of camber. The hopper is really struggling at this point now. You've not gone much further. I just realised the spare wheel is ridiculously tiny on this thing as well. Come on, hopper, you're almost there. This might actually be a better survival story than the burnside. No, don't use the curbs. Don't use the curbs. The curbs are killer. And is that a corner cut? Wait, it's a attempted corner cut. Don't really know what the hopper's doing at this point. Just get on the road and just drive in a straight line. Surely you can do that, hopper. Come on, you're so close. Just get back on the road, yes, and go that way. Correct. That's the right way to go. Now then, just go in a straight line. Okay, that wheel is causing issues. The suspension is completely destroyed on that side. It just has to get it at the right angle and hope it can go forwards. That's not forward. Well, it is forwards. It's not progressing the way you need it to go. Come on, hopper. You're so close to the finish line. Don't give up now. Don't tell me the steering's broken. Don't tell me the steering is broken. Come on, hopper. Right, I'm going to give you an assist. I'm going to get you back going in the right direction. Because you're so close at this point, you have to make it. The steering, yep, that still works. Let's get you turned around. Let's get you back going in the correct... Let's get you back on the racing line, so the AI knows what it needs to do. Okay, I see where the problem's coming with that wheel. It doesn't say straight long enough, like straight standing up. So that's going to be its downfall. And let's get it back now in the right direction. Let's get a good turn of speed. Now AI, just go in a straight line, and you can make it to the finish line. Come on, AI. Don't turn. Don't turn wheel. No. It's so close. No, that's the wall. Don't hit the wall. Okay, that tap didn't really do any damage at all, so that's going to be okay. The covet is on disable, actually. Let's put that back on random. If this thing comes back to life, it could still actually yet survive this round. But I'll get it back out of the gravel trap, even though I'm fairly certain it's dead already. I still give it a chance, because this is the fight for survival. And now the covet's on its side. Great. That wheel's turning. That wheel's turning. There's life in the covet yet. It's actually genuinely still alive. I think, anyway. But it's not really going anywhere now. Now it's on the ground. Alright then, covet, go that way. Go the way the wheels were turning then. Yeah, that's... Go, covet. Move. Or don't. Your choice. The hopper is confused at this point, quite honestly. Just get to the finish line already. I will drive you there, but I can't cross the finish line driving you. You've got to do that bit yourself. You're so close as well. It all just depends on whether that front wheel can just hold out for a little bit longer. No, wheel, don't turn that way, don't turn that way. Right, I'm going to get you there, and then you have to cross the line yourself. Surely you can't mess up from here. Okay, I can't even turn it. Right, I'm giving you there. If you don't cross the finish line now by yourself, then that's the last chance I'm giving you. We are now onto random. Just drive in a straight line. That's over the line, that'll do. That has to be the most long-winded way ever of crossing the finish line. Which means that the covet is the car that's now out of the next round, because it won't go anywhere. So the car, once again, to look out for now is the Sandstorm, which you would never know got ramped over by a Burnside limo. So remember to leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Remember to comment down below, subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the future uploads. And what are you doing, hopper? He's like, he doesn't bite over the finish line. Remember to follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. They'll be linked down in the description below. So thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.